Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of my free to play series, and we are on episode 36. And today we're actually going to try our hand on our first quick draft for Midnight Hunt. Let's see, there it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and see how it is. I've been really liking the premiere draft, so if this is too bad of a play experience, because I have been reading online, mostly on Reddit, that the quick drafts here have been pretty toxic, with a lot of people forcing blue black. Um, but we'll see how bad it actually is. We'll try not to force blue black, but you know, if it happens, it happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack some packs and re-roll my quest here, and then I'll see you guys in the draft. Alright, so here we opened a Augur of Autumn. It's a pretty good card. Lets us play lands off the top, so a lot like Courser of Krufix. But eventually we get to cast creatures off the top too, so that's going to be a pretty good first pick. Cards we're passing, Creeper's pretty good. Beggar is nice in the right deck, and Burn the Curse. So overall, pretty weak pack. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Augur of Autumn there. Okay, so no really good cards to follow up with our Augur of Autumn, but we do have a Dual Craft Trainer, which I think is the best card in the pack here. Just give a creature double strike if we have Coven active, and it's a 3/3 first striker on its own, so pretty good. We do have a Gavany Silversmith, Flip the Switch, which are pretty good. Eaten Alive is actually really strong as well. Covert Cutpurse, that seems to be pretty bad. It's been used against me plenty of times, as you've seen in the videos, but this card hasn't really played out to be that well. Maybe I just take an Eaten Alive here and just stay open. But I do like the idea of being green-white, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and take that and see where it goes. I think in most cases I would normally just choose the removal spell there, and that would have been a good follow-up with Foul Play here. Let's see, there's also a Farmer, which I think I'm going to take here. We could start taking the black, but Farmer is actually such a good card that I'm going to go ahead and just take that. Let's see, there is a Pestilent Wolf that I could take, a Cathar Commando. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. It has some utility. So we are looking to build like a humans deck, it seems. Sungold Barrage might be nice, but I think here we'll take the 2-drop first. Okay, I'll take some Calarian Cathars here. Over basically nothing. Okay, I'll just take a medium 3-drop. Thin our colors. There's no reason to hate draft. Oh, wow. I guess I'll take... I don't know if I want to play either of these. I mean, I guess I'll take the Awakener here and see where it goes. Okay, here I could take a Blessed Defiance here. If it dies, it makes a 1/1. I don't really want to play any of those cards here. I think I'll just take card for the vault. Okay, here, so we got some choices here. I think I'll take the Sentry here. Seems good enough. Alright, finally I'll take the Unruly Maw, but probably won't play it, so that's gonna go straight to the bin. Actually, in that case, I'll just take the key. for the vault progress. Might actually play one. Tapping the window might be a card I play. Okay, so we open a pretty good rare here. A Dire Bridge Tracker gives us a clue. Outlander would also be pretty nice. Silversmith is nice as well. Dual Dominance. It's pretty good green cards. Not really any strong white, but that's alright. Ooh, okay, so we have Clear Shot, and then we have Contortionist Trope. I think here we need more interaction, so I'm gonna go for the Clear Shot. And black seems to be drying up a lot, so I'm actually glad I moved heavy into green and not into black here. So we have a Death Bonnet right here, which is really nice. Or should I take in another farmer? I think I want, well, and then there's also Join the Dance. So many good cards for me here. I think we're going to take the Death Bonnet, hopefully the Join the Dance wheels. Okay, Defend the Celestis is a pretty nice combat trick for this deck, so I'm really glad to be picking that up. Hopefully we get a Trapper on the wheel, even a Sun Gold Barrage. Wow, this is really nice that we get a Contortionist Trope here. We wouldn't mind a Silver Bolt. We are low on interaction here, but we're doing pretty well. Here, I think I'll just take a Flyer. Better than the Barrage at the moment, and Cathar's Call is not too impressive. Nothing I want to splash either. Yeah. Take the Flyer. Here, guess I'll take Corpse Cobble for the uncommon. I'm not gonna play any of those. I might actually play the Wolf. Let's see, am I going to play that? Probably not. I'll just take a Dissipate because of the uncommon. Same, these cards don't matter. Wow, we actually got an Eccentric Farmer pretty late, which is really nice. Any Sun Gold Barrage, which we might play. And we still got the Doo-Doo Cathar's Call. Okay, Join the Dance didn't wheel, so one of the bots is taking our colors. I think here I will just take a 4/5 over Join the Dance. Maybe that's wrong, but I'm going to do it. That seems like a pretty bad pick here, but really didn't have anything else. A third farmer, I suppose, is better than a Ritual Guardian here or a second Wolf. Nothing I want to splash in that pack either. Okay, Survivor. We're on pack 3, so we could get Survivor here. I would like a Morbid Opportunist for the splash. That would be nice. Now I wish we had more 2-drops here for that. That's okay. We'll take a Spider here. I really wanted another 2-drop here. How about a 5/5 against Trample? I guess so. It's better than another 3, just to put more meat on. maybe this is good enough, a 2-1. I do have a lot of dinky creatures, but it seems all bad. I don't want to play any of those. Okay, so I have my choice of 2 drops here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and join the dance now. I think here maybe I take the armor. I'm not gonna main deck a plummet, but I might actually play armor now. This is nice, getting a Burly Breaker here, 8th pick. I think that replaces this 5-drop here. Let's see, it starts the day cycle. I'm not going to be playing anything else here. I probably won't play any of those. Let's see, I think I have quality 5s now. I don't think I don't need any more 5s. Maybe I just take another 1-drop. I already have 2. I suppose. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be playing that. No, I'll just take a barrage. I might play it. Alright, so this is the deck we ended up with. It's going to be a pretty aggressive Selesnya deck. Got some 1-drops here, a few 2s. It's pretty good curve out deck if I could get there. No card advantage except for my Augur of Autumn. So I'm really gonna have to play this carefully. I am playing 1 Sun Gold Barrage instead of another 3-drop like a Ritual Guardian here, or where is it? My Bounding Wolf, or even the 3rd farmer. I think having 3 farmers here, especially since I'm not really splashing, I think it might be a little too much. I am playing 17 lands. I think I am going to need it. I might end up putting in another Barrage or a Snarling Wolf. Maybe even the Bramble Armor, depending on if I keep feeling like we're getting outclassed. But let's go ahead and try these out against the supposed blue-black decks that are plaguing Quick Draft. See you in the games. Alright, looks like we get to go first. Unfortunately, we don't have any of our low drops. We have nothing but 4s and 5s, and no green mana, so I think this is going to be a mulligan. Yikes. This is pretty bad, but I suppose I keep. I don't think I could play the Valid yet. Even if I do get the green, so maybe tapping at the window though. That seems to be our worst. I don't want to go to 4. 4 is too bad. I think we'll definitely lose if we go 4. Just have to get lucky here, I suppose. What do we get? Alright, I'll play the Sprout. Called it a Thallid earlier, but it looks like a Thallid. I'll continue to take 1. This has turned out to be a really good card. I think here I put it on itself, or maybe the sprout. No, because I feel like the sprout could grow itself. I think here I just attack for 1. Opponent's been low on mana, and I don't think there's a 2-mana counterspell. So I'm gonna go for dual craft trainer. If he bounces it, that's gonna be pretty nice. He's gonna get some pretty nice tempo play here. And I'm expecting him to, since he missed some land drops here. Ooh, so that's really good for us. Okay, so I think we go and we play the guide, and who do we put the counter? If we attack with both, I could first strike the Schaefer and still kill the Olms. So I guess I'll go ahead and play that, and I'll put it on itself. It has to be either the guide or the bonnet. Like I said, the bonnet will eventually grow itself, and I don't want to put resources that will make my opponent force them to kill them. Alright, so double strike for a strike. I wonder if that's actually relevant. And I think we'll play our wolf here. In case they do kill our bonnet, we still have Covet. Is that what it's called? Coven. Yeah. Okay, look at the top 2. Put one of them into your graveyard. Let's see if they get any value from this. Kind of like surveilling too. So here it just gets a +2/+2, so I still can't attack with the bonnet, but that's okay. I think that just means I could attack with everybody else. So I'll put the double strike on the wolf, because it becomes a 4/4. Or, I mean a 3/3 double striker. And then the Flare of Faith works on the guide, so this just makes it really hard for my opponent to block. And even if they manage to force a way through, oh wow, they're going for the guide, not the double striker. That's fine with me. Okay, now what, opponent? Got rid of my weakest attacker. Okay, I'll definitely activate here and just get some damage through. Then I'll go ahead and protect mine as well. And still have enough to play the guide. That's amazing. I play the guide so I wouldn't have to pay the 2 mana to activate Coven. I don't want to do that before attacking. this happens beginning of combat. Yep. Yikes, alright. Do the same old routine here. Nothing really changed from last turn anyways. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have any more tricks. Okay, again blocks the weakest. If you're just going to chump, you might as well just chump the double striker. Right? Yeah. Alright, good games, opponent. I mean, we have plenty of 2 drops, so it seems really slow. None of my removal does anything without creatures, and they would have to play something huge, so I think I'm going to mulligan again. I'm on the draw, so it shouldn't hurt that much. Then I'll go ahead and keep that, and I think I'll put back one of the farmers. Yeah, I'll think I'll put back one of the farmers here. I just need to get to 4, not really 5. I mean, I do want to get to 5 because all my top end ends at 5, but once I get to 4, I'm pretty comfortable drawing most of my deck. Drawing a line was really good there. Now we don't have to sweat it out. Big fan of my opponent not doing anything. Back up land. No, we won't attack. We have to defend the Celestis next turn. I think we could play land and Calarian Cathars. Oh, they got rid of 5 mana, 2/1/1s. So unfortunate. Yeah, I think Calarian Cathars into Dual Craft Trainer to start activating Double Strike, and then I could defend the Celestis next turn. Cool, that's gonna be a little bit annoying, but a little bit slow for my opponent. Wonder if they have that 1 mana 1/1 rare for green. Play that and start attacking with the witch. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, I don't think I want to be distributing now, do I? Or maybe I do. Maybe I just play the Dual Craft Trainer and then have Celestis up next turn. That seems like an interesting play too. Let's go ahead and just attack with the farmer. But our opponent hasn't played any of their removal yet, and we don't have that much. Maybe it's just better to bait out with the Galarian Cathars first. This also makes my opponent into like a feels bad situation because he wants to use the tapper, but he has to do other stuff. That's pretty good. And they're going for the attack as well. I think we're gonna go for the attack. Don't mind going 2 and 1 on my farmer and commando either. If that's what my opponent wants to do. Here it just makes it easy. And do I want to put any on my Cathar? Maybe I still just want to put the extra one on my commando here. Do it like that. Then play a pup. Now next turn I just dual craft trainer and just go in big. Then I'll keep bringing down the haymakers here. Candle trap was pretty good. Still want to be aggressive here. Opponent doesn't have the best blocks. Opponent went down to 6, which is pretty good for us. Now they're gonna have to spend mana. Alright, gave us a card. Don't mind that. Let's see if they continue their aggression. Oh, calm down a bit. Go ahead and continue attacking. Wolf has to be blocked. That's just lethal on its own. Unless my opponent keeps forgetting that I keep pumping it. Oh, now I don't even have to pump it at all, which works out fantastic for us. He has to block it with the silversmith for me to force the pump. Okay, so so I'll let first strike happen. And we'll trade here. And yeah, that was enough for our opponent. Good games. Alright, same problem again. Nothing but white mana, no green. I'm going to mulligan this. Alright, so this seems like a pretty decent start. Yeah, I'm going to put back one farmer. Keep my 4 drops here. Okay, opponent playing it slow. Ooh, got some good mails for my opponent there, but that's okay. Our opponent is missing land drops here, so we're gonna have to hopefully put pressure here. See if he silver bolts us. Nope. Interesting play by my opponent. I think here I just still play the dual craft trainer. Start attacking like this. He still has no good blocks. I mean, he could always chump, which is fine. And this is a force whenever or another non-token human dies. Okay. Our opponent decided to take big damage there, which is perfect for us. We don't mind that. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with just my Cathars here. Okay, he sacrificed his good card here. He's still low on lands here, so we need to continue putting on pressure, and this guy was pretty good for that. He does have 5 toughness to kill that though, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I have to sacrifice his entire board for that. And I think I'm fine with that. Alright, now this is a really good card because nothing in his side could block. Okay, wow, mountain. So he was missing a color as well as lands. Yet my opponent decides to do nothing still. Wow, Ward 3. That was a big oops by my opponent. That was brutal. Yeah, let's just attack with everything. I just gotta go make more 1/1s after they're all said and done. Go ahead and end my turn, make them think I have something. that was good. See if our opponent could find a 2-drop to flip. No, he could not. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see if he decides to tap anything down. Let's go ahead and shoot down the 3 here. Just attack with everything. I think this is way too late for my opponent. They need to stop 3 of these 1/1s. I mean, that looks impressive on paper, but in reality, that's not enough. You can just draw that. Just show them that I've just been drawing like a house. Alright, good games, opponent. Alright, this seems like a pretty awesome start. Bonnet, trope, even barrage in case they play something huge. I'll keep. Alright, our opponent mulligan, unfortunate. Actually, I like those sleeves, they look nice. Alright, milling land like a boss. Black red. Another good creature, that's unfortunate. Here I'll just play the 2. Can't be doing nothing forever. I actually have a curve out now. But I need to grow the trainer. So we got the Valor, but we didn't get the trope, which is nice. So I'll play out the trainer. I'm expecting it to get Moonranger Slash, the 3 damage to any target. Elimination, interesting. Alright, so I'm pretty much set up. Our opponent's taking a long time to build out his board. And he spent his removal getting rid of our low power creatures. It's a good draw for us, actually. Wow, just gonna take this big chunk of damage, I guess. I'm expecting to get hit to Ward 3, and it's a werewolf here. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, they just handed me the win because they don't believe in pump spells in this format. I don't blame them. Oh, I just gave up. No. Just clicking through. Okay, that was so bad. That, oh my gosh, that was just so bad. Yikes. Is it nighttime? Yes. And it doesn't have any protection. Okay, I think I have to kill that now then, so it doesn't grow. Okay, and I'm going to have to flare here just to keep it alive. And now we have 3 lethal threats, and our opponent only has a creature that can't block. So let's see, unless our opponent could massively pump this. Oh, so close. Good games, opponent. Man, our opponent was 1 damage away from winning. Good games. Alright guys, we're on the play. We have 1 drop, 2 drop, kinda 3 drop, not really. I suppose that's fine. We are on the draw. Let's go ahead and keep. Our opponent. Okay, he kept that 7 too, so that's good. If we don't draw anything to do on 3, that seems like a pretty good card to use it on. Never mind, I found a better card to play. Let's go no attacks. Question is, do I play it right away? This sorcery speed. I think maybe I play this instead, or maybe just hold up the grow. Yeah, I'm gonna hold up the grow portion because I want to be able to play this, and then if there's a land off the top, I want to be able to just flip. Okay, so he's not gonna do anything. Just try to kill that. Our opponent might have something. Sweet. That worked out for us. Okay, so let's do the play I was talking about. So we get to play this. And no land on top. That's okay. And no attacks, because we have bad attacks. Okay, our opponent hasn't played anything huge, which is good for us. He just decided to make everything huge. Okay, so see here, now we get to play the land off the top of our library. Is that an instant? No, that's a sorcery. I don't know how I feel about playing tapping on the window and then just I think maybe we just end turn and just grow things like our opponent was going to do, or maybe we do tapping on the window. See, I'm just gonna let him know we're thinking. I'm not wasting his time. Such a good card though. I think I'm just gonna end turn. Storm the Festival. That's such a good card. Let's see what our opponent gets. 2 5 drops or less. Hopefully they don't just go 4/4. Even double three. Oh, wow. We got so lucky there. So lucky. Let's see. Okay, no. My opponent still does not feel like attacking. I kind of don't want to put a counter there. I kind of just want to go put one on each here. Actually, we gotta make 3 different ones, so we'll do that. We'll put 2 on this one because now we have Coven. Now we can play the top card like that. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I'm gonna play a land here. Oh, actually, that was a mistake. See, I should have played the bonnet, but we got saved by not having anything on top there. To really screw us over. Let's go attack with the Snarling Wolf and see what they do. Okay, they're just gonna take it, which is fine by me, and then I'm just gonna play my Survivor and enter. Do we have anything to get back with the Survivor? No, unfortunately we don't. Oh no, that gives rid of our clear shot. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and play our farmer. Maybe we want something better. Who knows? Let's go attack with the wolf. I think I do just play the farmer just to get it out of the top of my deck. Oh, wow. I can't believe I forgot to pump. That's the biggest oops of my life. Yeah, I suppose I save it. Okay, now I just play the eccentric farmer here. And actually, if only that trigger went on the stack. Okay, and I think I do want to play tapping on the window because I do want that. And I lose my contortionist, which is fine. They're 1 mana away from doing what they want. We actually have a flyer here, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and play the tracker here. It's a nice good body as well. And then we get to play a land and play the Soul Guy Griff to get rid of their I forgot what it's called. Storm the Festival, which is going to be really nice for us. So they don't get another crack at that. They basically spent 6 mana on a Gavany Trapper, which is really bad. Here at the beginning of upkeep, I may exile a creature from a graveyard, so not just mine. I'm gonna go no attacks here. I don't have an attack here, but I do have. Let's get rid of their Birded Mire. Just all my creatures are now growing. They have 2. Alright, yeah, good games. Yeah, because I was going to give that double strike and another +1/+1 counter, so even their 2 reach creatures I was going to mention can't block. But then I just had all this card advantage just from that one card. Wow, we really ran over the game. That last one with our rare, that was really nice. And we have another great start here. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep. We even have a way to find our 4th land. Or 5th if we draw it along the way. Okay, good part about this curve out too is that our farmer activates Coven so they can't block. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go into our attacks. Oh, auto tapper, why? I guess this turn we'll tapping at the window since we don't have a choice. Definitely getting Augur of Autumn. Did nice work that last game. We have Coven up too. Alright, unfortunate, but sorry, opponent. Alright, so such good hand if I had at least a single green mana. Well, maybe not that great of a hand. Gonna have to take a mulligan though, I really do need green. Not that much, but I guess it's better than nothing. I should take back my tire holder, but I feel like the Sungold Barrage might have been the one to take back instead, but so far it's been doing work for me. Alright, so that's gonna be annoying having the prompt to play that all the time. Alright, we really need another land now. I don't even care if it's green. Got the plains, which is huge. Wow, we had another 3 lands off the top. 2 of them were green at first too. We got this after the 3rd mill. So very fortunate. Not too sure what I should be playing here. I guess I could play the Contortionist Trove for 3, but that would be bad. So I think I just pass and then just leave the Commando up. And if not, I'll Sungold Barrage the Dawnguard Rejuvenator. Or if they play something absolutely huge, I'll just Sungold Barrage that. Then next turn I have the play of having my Survivor and Commando up. The Sanctifier is like nothing too big, really. Okay, yeah, see, like something like that, absolutely huge. Let's see what to play now. Could go Survivor into Guide. But I think maybe just Survivor, hold up Flare of Faith would be better here. And if I don't get to use the flare, I could always just commando at the end of their turn, troop or something. I think I just let that happen, to be honest. Yeah, that just transforms my Survivor, which is fine with me. Let's go ahead and block here, see what they do. Okay, that resolves, so I get to pump here and use the meter, and I only get to take that. It's a fair trade. Let's see, do I get anything back? Farmer, no, that has to be 2 or less. I do have a couple cards that I would like to die though. That was a good draw. So I'm gonna go ahead and play Tracker here and the Guide. I think for the Guide I want to put it on the Avenger. Here I could just chump block if they go for the attack back. Which I don't even think they want to be swinging back right now. We'll see how our opponent feels. Okay. Go ahead and block that. That just gives me value with my Avenger when I attack back with it. Unless they play something big here. No, they didn't. Interesting. Alright, let's go attack and see what they do. Let's see what's going on. I think our opponent's holding priority. Yep. So I'm trying to go into attacks. Okay, that went through. Gonna go ahead and put it on itself. I don't want to give 4 toughness to my creatures, funny enough, because they might have their own Sun Gold Barrage. And I don't want to turn that on for them. Okay, so now they get their choice of who they want to get rid of. Yeah, that was pretty fair if you ask me. I could make this into a 4/4, but then that wouldn't turn on. Let's see, I guess I make it into a 3/3. That seems so bad. I think maybe I just go ahead and end the turn and I'll just draw a card and play Commando. I don't want to play my Dawnbreaker yet, but it's nighttime. But he's going to come down huge. Bigger than that, yeah. Which is crazy enough to think. No cards in hand too, so we're absolutely advantaged here. a sweet card for them to draw. To attack. Do I want to block? Do I even care? Let's see what I draw first. Wow, so close to playing that. I guess I just take it. And do I kill him on the way back, maybe? No. Could play that, and I already have it active. Which is really, really good. Then I have the other stuff to jump with. That seems like an okay thing to do. Could block with the trope, but then he's gonna take big damage here. Okay. Pass it over to my opponent. Let's see what he draws. He has to draw something good. That is really good, but let's see if it's enough. Let's see if he continues his aggression here. I think he is. Let's see. Is he going for the attack? Do I kill him though? No, I don't kill him. Go for the block there. See, I can make that a 5/5 and then to a 6/6. No, I think I just played the big board. My opponent would need a land to double pump, and he got there. Okay, funny enough, he's doing it at sorcery speed. Not too sure why, but it's okay. Interesting. Okay, another land. So I can actually play this for 2. Let's go ahead and give that double strike, 'cause that now they have to block that. Both their creatures are really good. They have to jump with something. As long as they don't have anything like, oh, that has double strike right here, 13. Alright, well, good games. Had 0D. Yeah, that proved yourself there. Good games, opponent. Alright, guys, so we ended up 7-0 with the Selesnya aggro. Let's check out this bad boy. We had some powerful one drops with a bonnet. The Snarling Wolf actually turned out to be pretty good because of our busted dual craft trainer. Just giving it a double strike and making it a 3/3 just makes it a house. All our other cards were decently statted, I suppose. I didn't think we were going to be doing as good. And I felt like if we maybe played against more of the blue decks, because we hardly played against any blue decks, which is quite the opposite of what I've been hearing. So it's like, I don't know, this wasn't the experience I was expecting for my first quick draft. There's a lot of hate online for how bad the experience was, and I had a blast just running over our opponents with some aggro decks, and we hardly seen any blue-black zombie decks here in quick drafts. So yeah, until next time, guys. Hopefully we do another stand-up job. We'll debate. We'll give quick draft another try. This is a small sample size, only 7 games. So yeah, we'll see if we continue to have this experience or we delve into the toxicity the community seems to think it is. So anyways, until next time, guys, see ya.